Hey parents, I'm Brian and welcome back to The Dad Life. I recently got my hands on the Colugo Compact Stroller Plus, which is the new upgraded model of their original compact stroller, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with it from a product design perspective. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I initially thought, well, they're calling it the Plus, so maybe it's bigger? Maybe it has more features, who knows? Well, now I do. If you've been following the channel, you know that I've been using the original compact stroller for almost 4 years now, and it's been our daily driver, or should I say it's been our kids' daily rider. We tried out so many different strollers over the years, including the Mockingbird single to double stroller, the Nuna TRVL LX, the Momcozy ChangeGo, the Uppababy Minu, and the Colugo Compact Strollers. And now with 2 kids, our youngest one has graduated from an infant carrier and can now sit in the compact stroller on his own, which is really nice. We've tried using the double strollers in the past for obvious reasons: 1 stroller, 2 kids, less things to carry, just 1 person to push the stroller, and so on and so forth. The downsides of the double stroller though, they're typically pretty big, and so when they fold up, it can be challenging to fit into some smaller trunk spaces in your car. Also, when you're trying to maneuver a large double stroller in crowded spaces like museums, airports, libraries, farmers markets, it can get a bit tricky. We've been using the Colugo Compact Stroller for both of our kids because we've found that it's just a lot easier to maneuver in crowded spaces, easier to fold down and get into our cars more easily and quickly. And also it's lighter to carry when we have to, and my wife and I can divide and conquer when we need to, so the flexibility of being able to have 2 separate strollers is really nice. We have been using the original compact stroller and the new Compact Plus side by side for about a month now, and the bottom line is that I believe they focused on usability with this new version. From my perspective, the primary updates that they've made this time around are to make it easier for parents to use the stroller. What's the same? At first glance, it seems like everything is pretty much similar to the previous model. The most obvious visual difference right off the bat is that the frame has a matte black finish versus the silver finish from the original model. Other than that, the size, dimensions, and the weight are essentially the same. No major differences for any of these factors. Besides the different color finish, the only other visible, noticeable difference is that the canopy extends a bit further on the new version. They have made about 5 usability improvements for this new stroller, and the first one is an easier single-handed collapsing experience. Collapsing the stroller is noticeably easier, and I like that it collapses into an upright position. With the former model, you had to collapse it onto the ground so that you could get the locking mechanism to lock, but you don't have to do that anymore, which is really nice. And the second thing is that it's a truly single-handed opening experience now, because before there was a physical locking mechanism on the side of the frame, and you had to unhook that latch first before you could open up the stroller. And with the new model, all you have to do is press the button on the handle that you use to collapse the stroller, and that will also open up the stroller at the same time. The third one is a new 5-point harness that they've included. It does make it faster to unbuckle, but it is a little bit slower to actually hook up all the buckles. The harness buckling mechanism used to be 2 kind of latches that you would hook together, and then you would hook the main buckle on top of that, which had a magnetic locking mechanism, which was really nice. It took a little bit of effort to hook the 2 side pieces first, and then to hold that in place while attaching the front buckle. And then when you needed to unbuckle the harness, the sides were sometimes a little bit tricky to depress and actually open up. With the new model, there are 4 individual straps that you can attach to the buckle, and it makes it easier to manage. However, it does take a few extra seconds to attach all of them. The flip side is, when you want to release the buckle, it just takes 1 thumb press, and it's a lot easier to unbuckle, which is also nice. The fourth thing is that there's an upgraded single-handed adjustable footrest. With the original model, in order to adjust the angle of the footrest, there were 2 tabs on either side of the footrest that you had to pull back to unlock the mechanism, and then you could change the position of the footrest. With the new model, they've essentially added a single bar linkage to connect both of those tabs, so you can pull the bar with 1 hand and do the same action instead of using both hands to do the same thing. It's kind of a minor thing, but every little bit helps. And the fifth usability improvement that they've made is making it easier to use one hand to recline the back of the stroller. When your little one is napping in the stroller, sometimes you do want to lower the position of the back, and with the original model, there were two downsides. It either went all the way up or all the way down, and not really anything in between very easily. It was also a one-handed operation to recline the back, but then it was a two-handed operation to raise it back up with this friction-based buckle that they had. With the new model, you can lower the recline with one hand, and now you can raise it back up by pulling up on the strap with one hand. And the bonus part is that you can raise it back up to any position, so it can truly be a recline at any angle. So like I said in the beginning, even though it might not look like there's a lot of updates, there's actually quite a few major updates from an engineering and design perspective that they've made. And the nice thing is that it's still extremely compact and lightweight, which is why we choose it in the first place to go out with our kids. And the only thing that I'm not super fond of with this new product is that the new harness mechanism doesn't have the magnetic buckles, which I really liked from the previous version. And I'm really hoping that they build that back into the next version. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and I'll leave some links below if you want to check it out. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe below for more practical parenting tips and baby gear reviews. And I'll see you next time on The Dad Life.